So basic line creation, let's start with just straight lines with the pen tool. So what I'm going to do, I'll actually get this out of here, select it and delete it. We'll make a new line. So keyboard shortcut P for pen tool. And then I just click. When I click, I have made my first anchor point. It's then showing me a preview of, I haven't clicked anything yet, but what the path will be once I do click. So then click, 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 and I'm not clicking and dragging, I'm just clicking, and that's going to make straight lines. When I'm done drawing there, all I did was press escape on the keyboard, and that lets me back away, not continue to make lines. I can then press V on the keyboard to go back to something like my selection tool, and then I'd be able to move this around. Now, it is important to note, here I have an example of, it's usually a good idea when you're drawing with the pen tool to turn off the fill as you're drawing. So because this is the type of thing that happens. Now if I'm just going around and I'm making a shape, it's going to be fairly predictable, what that fill is filling in. I'm talking about the blue color here. But as I'm drawing things, Illustrator's trying to figure out like what my fill is going to be. And it's always, doing this strange counter change, trying to put an average fill between whatever my first and last anchor point currently is. And it just is distracting. And if you're drawing something over top of like a template or a sketch, when you have the fill on, you can no longer see what's underneath it. So it's a good idea to just, as you're drawing, go right over to your toolbar, click on the fill, click the slash there to turn it off. And oftentimes I don't even have the stroke on when I'm drawing. That way I can just see my anchor points and paths. And then when I'm ready to give the stroke a color or the fill a color, then, I'll have my object and I'll go in and, assign it a fill or a stroke color or whatever. But you really don't need to see anything when you're drawing typically.